We're excited and pleased that you chose to spend your morning with us right here on the Potter's Touch. Today our bishop has given us a special treat. It's Emotions Ministry. Enjoy it. It's just for you. God bless.
I knew when I came here there would be no shouting tonight. I didn't expect to dance. But bless God, before I leave here tonight, there will be a change. Touch 3 people and tell them something's about to happen in this room. Tell them in the balcony something's about to happen in this room. Tell them in the overflow something is about to happen in this room. Tell them something is about to happen. When Jim Baker got out of prison, I was one of the first ministers to invite him to speak at my conference. I invited him to speak at the Back to the Bible conference. It was in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he came to Cincinnati to speak for me. The press ran out to interview me. They said, how can you call yourself a man of God, having a spiritual meeting, and you've invited this ex-felon, this con man, in to speak to these good religious people? And I said to him, I said, I will answer your question if you promise to write what I said. He said, I'll write it if you'll say it. I said, here it is. I said, first thing, whatever he did wrong legally, he paid his debt to society. I said, and frankly, by the look of how much time he got, he paid his debt and 2 or 3 other people's debt at the same time. Number 2, whatever sin he committed, if he asked God for forgiveness, the moment he asked God for forgiveness, the blood of Jesus will cleanse him from all unrighteousness. And he is as clean as if it never happened before in his life. That is what we call the gospel, the good news that 2,000 years ago Jesus died on the cross so that wretches like us might have a right to the tree of life. I said, but the real bell ringer is number 3. You call him an ex-con. Let me give you a list of ex-cons. Joseph was an ex-con and a jailbird. And Moses was a murderer on the run when God called him to the ministry. And Jeremiah wrote the book of Lamentations from a jail cell. And the Apostle Paul wrote most of the Pauline epistles while he was locked up and incarcerated. And even Jesus himself was incarcerated before he was crucified, which is executed. And if we can preach about them, then surely Jim Baker can stand up in this church.